Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
I am Cincinnati Man. We are reviewing Superman. On a count of three, we're both going to say what we thought of this movie because, as you heard, it's been divisive, correct?
Yep.
And you wondered if I was split on it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go. One, two, three. Did you
Loved
like the
it.
movie?
Yep.
What you say it again?
Loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I loved it too. I love the movie. It was it reminded me of watching Justice League or Justice League Unlimited on Cartoon Network or whatever.
Mm.
I don't know if you ever saw that with all the
Mm.
heroes and everything.
No.
Is this reminds me of a Justice League movie or something with those characters, and and I enjoyed him as Superman. I am fine with the suit because it is the first round of it. It's like the beginning suit, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily beginning like he's a, a new person, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They always do suit upgrades,
Mm.
and um, I can honestly say I cannot say there's not one person in here that I had a a problem with where I was like I want them out of it or anything.
Mm.
Um, but we'll go like this. Give me the one thing you loved and the one thing you didn't, and then we're going to talk about the story. The one thing you loved.
I'm gonna give you 1.5 of what I love. Like
Okay.
the. Okay. Of course, I love that. Sorry, Superman.
Batman. Whoa, this is hey. Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Wait. See, look. I tell you, people like these comic book movies, they be like, Batman, Superman, right? You're like, what? Batman has nothing to do with this. Let's try this again. Okay.
I'm sorry. I like Superman, and of course, I like crypto.
Okay.
What I didn't like, or who I didn't like, is Lois Lane.
Okay. I I liked the theme of the movie, and some people might not understand it, but I'll explain it. Um, and Superman kind of gave that speech at the end too. You don't even know where I'm going with this, but
No.
I'll make it real brief. I had a really rough week. You have no idea. I had a rough week. I had a really rough Monday, and it reminded me of something that happened around Christmas. You don't know nothing about that either. Um, had a flashback. Some of my friends know, but and I was mad and I was upset, but it was out of my control because I wasn't the one that did something wrong. And this movie made me feel better about this week,
Mm-hmm.
which that's good when a movie can do that. You go take your mind off of things, or it can help you think about stuff. And the reason why I'm saying that is I was already thinking about this throughout the week, but it reaffirmed it. The theme, the the theme I felt one theme I felt was you got to take how should I say it? You got to persevere. You got to persevere and try to do the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of people doing bad and stuff. And for some reason that it like because Truth Justice, he ain't say none of that, but you know what I mean. You gotta in the midst of the chaos and problems in life, you gotta move forward and try to do your best.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said that kind of like in his speech, and this movie it gave me a positive feeling through all the chaoticness of the film itself. Um, what I didn't like. I'm trying to think of something. I don't. I gotta think about it. We might get to it as we do the story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as far as you saying Lois Lane, I loved her.
Hmm.
Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's my. I shouldn't say this, but I am going to say this. It's probably because of it might be because of my personal taste in women. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It might be that I like a confident woman that's still womanly, but she has her own personality, and she can carry a conversation, and she can carry an argument too. You know what I mean? And it didn't bother me when that back and forth didn't bother me, because you, that's how it happens. Couples argue. You know what I mean?
Well, according to her, they weren't a couple.
No, 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 no,
She was
no, no.
just
Wait. We'll get there.
he
We'll
was
get
just
there. We'll get
sorry.
there. Yo. Hey, you ready to go off on Lois?
No, I'm not.
I got the wiki pulled up with the story and everything. So hey, we'll make it quick. I liked in the beginning when it opened up.
And they gave the history.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was really cool. Because it summed up everything you needed to know within what, like a paragraph, if you really put all the sentences together.
I was interested in why they did it by like 3 or 30 years. Like it had 3 in it.
Oh, and it had 30 century some centuries ago or something. And what I like is sometimes they make these superhero movies, they act like the hero is the first hero ever to be around. And then they created other heroes because they were around. And this is reverse. It's like, no, they're around. That's how it is.
I will say I didn't expect us to start with him already being Superman, like to the public.
Okay.
I didn't know where they were gonna start because I didn't really keep up with it.
And then when they said the 3 years thing, it's like, okay, so 3 years, and like that's like working. Like, hey, 3 years, you know your job, you still kind of feel like you still feel kind of new. You still feel like you feel like still trying to find that groove of things. And let me see when it. Oh my goodness. 30 years ago. Blah 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 blah. Farewell. When it opened up, I'm glad I didn't watch any clips. I didn't see anything. I didn't watch any interviews. I only caught little 10 seconds of this, 10 little things here and there. When it opened up with the crypto scene and everything, I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was like that. It felt like we got now that we seen the movie, it felt like we got a proper trailer where you don't know anything. Because I avoided everything else. And I was wondering, I was like, as we find out later, like I was like, how crypto in the thing with them? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because I know you was wondering on that too.
I was like, where did he get him from?
Yeah,
like,
I was thinking that was in my head the whole time. And then I can see some people not liking the Tesla bots or whatever you want to call them in the Fortune of Solitude.
But we ain't seen him that much. Like,
yeah. But you can see somebody be like, he's supposed to be alone. And it's a fortress and all that. I enjoyed the AI interaction. I like Ironheart. Anyway, so yeah, I ain't gonna do that anymore. I apologize. I'm not gonna do that the rest. Yeah. And you was hey, when he got hit by the sun, you was like, is that our son? It's our son. What son do you think it is? No, it's the second son.
I don't know. It's just
it's the rings of Jupiter. I don't like. You looked at me like
they was in Australia. Like I didn't know where they were.
Australia. Wait, but they get. They in Antarctica. How do you?
I mean, that's what. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
You get your geography together.
No, I like geography and I like history, so it's been a long day. But yeah, I didn't know where they were.
And when I saw that happened, I get more now why James Gunn was like, yo, this is like we're really leaning into the comics. Because if you look over the history of time, there's weird stuff in it that Superman has and stuff. And the cadence of how he speaks, it's very, when he's Superman, it was very 1940s, like, hello, how are you? I'm gonna do this. And it's leaning into the hero stuff.
Yeah.
Just like Luthor was leaning into the fiendish villain that we eventually see. But when it showed that, like, no, he lost that fight. Superman does. See, this is the thing people don't realize. Superman does get his ass whooped in these comics. He don't always win. There's all he'll get drained or he'll get stat. Something will happen where he'll be down, and then he has to learn how to get back up. And I'm glad we saw it that way instead of him just a tank that just walks through everything. You know what I mean? Like pressing the easy button. And when he flew and went back there, the CGI was excellent.
Yeah.
There was no thing where I was sitting there like, I don't like the way that. No, it was excellent. And when he was fighting, I believe called Ultraman, that was cool. Also, the engineer is from a comic book series that was bought years ago by DC that was brought into the universe. And that woman, I was kind of cringing, like, how they gonna do this? Because I've read the comic that it was in, and it's drastically darker. It's crazy. She played an excellent villain. She was one note, but she said, "I'm trying to do this. I'll sacrifice my humanity to stop this alien." She said that. She said that in there. Like later.
Oh yeah, she did.
Later she did, but I'm just saying for the context of who she. It was like, okay, this is interesting. I was mad. I'll tell you one part I was mad at, but I let it go. I was pissed when they found the fortune immediately.
Oh yeah.
But it's 3 years. But
yeah, he had been probably looking for it.
Yeah, and I was like, what? I sat there like, no. And then I had a flashback. Like I said, I've seen little segments of articles and things that Gunn had said, and he did say that he looked at the history of Superman. If you watch the old movies, there is a movie where Luthor, besides the Kevin Spacey one that you like with Brandon Roth, I think you said you like that one. Remember the Brandon Roth Superman?
I saw that one.
But okay, you've seen other old Supermans?
The one with Henry.
Okay, well, the ones with Christopher Reeves.
And I've seen the one with Christopher.
There's one. Okay, think about it this way: the one with Brandon Roth, Lex Luthor found some stuff. The one with Christopher Reeves, there was one of those movies where Lex Luthor found the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
So he merged that together in here. He might need to move that fortress eventually. Anyway.
Yeah.
When they were fighting with Ultraman and Luthor was like left, right, 1000. I like that.
Yeah, it was like Battleship.
Yeah. Also, he's a evil, super genius billionaire. He gonna have henchmen.
Yeah, of course.
And what I liked was the henchmen had personality.
Did they?
Yeah, like the little quips the black dude would say every once in a while.
Oh, you talking about them as henchmen?
Yeah,
I thought you meant the people in armor.
No, his tech team. Yeah. I like this tech team because it showed like no, these people, all these people evil.
They gotta be to sit around.
Yeah, this ain't no like, yes sir. It's like, oh, we got him. And everybody was like, yay, we got him. It was they whooped, they beat him down.
It was one that finally tried to speak up, but he told him what he was gonna do before. Yeah.
We ain't there yet. I think that the scene with the people, it reminded me of the comics, and it like when you're watching stuff, you want to be taken into that world, but you also want to be like, sometimes you want to be like, yeah, I can see that happening. Like everybody got their phones out and being like, dang, you all right, man? Like, yeah. And this is the thing. Metropolis has been through this so much, it's normal to them.
Right.
They're just like, oh my goodness. And that's why dude was like, hey, remember you helped me a couple times? You're like, yeah, I remember. He's like, and the dude was like, come on, man, get up. I'll help you.
I don't know why those people don't try to move. I would not stay in Metropolis or Gotham, especially Gotham.
If you quit bringing up Batman.
I'm sorry. You know it's my favorite.
Goodness.
Sorry. They brought up Batman on the sign where the sign said keep left for.
No, that's later. We ain't there.
We were never gonna hit that. That was like a fun fact. That was an Easter egg. We weren't gonna hit that.
Hey, look, you wanted to go through it. I'm trying to go through this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dang, what was it? Excuse me. Dang.
They saw him drop from the sky. They had the cameras. Then they went and did an interview. Him and Lois Lane.
That is true. And okay, I was trying to pull up this. I was trying to pull up this wiki on the background, but it won't let me. Um, let's see.
Sorry.
Farewell, Jared, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we did. I forgot Bradley Cooper was in it.
Oh yeah. Remember I said he did better than Marlon Brando.
Right.
But Marlon Brando didn't want to do it, so he just did it for the
I'm
money.
about to say he can't do it. He did.
I mean, in the movie, what was it? The third one, the third Superman.
But anyway, back to it. Let me see something. The hammer, and I like after he got to the Deadly Planet. One thing I can see a complaint of, we didn't get enough Clark.
I was gonna say that,
but
I was gonna say that
I can see like, no, this is more about, we're leaning into Superman.
I mean, they're one and the same.
And I'm normally a fan of trying to find duality of a duality when somebody has a dual identity or whatever. I'm more of a fan of trying to show the balance of that. But I always say this: my mind can be changed if I believe it's written well. And I thought it was written well. We got it. We got enough of him. We got everybody around him. We don't need to hang out with Perry. Like, it's funny. I remember when Lawrence Fishburne was Perry, we barely saw him, but he was impactful when he said stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like Wendell Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel didn't use him enough. These guys didn't use him enough. We'll see him again, hopefully. And he was a good Perry, because he. Now look here, we're gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it had that corny. It remind me. There's elements of it that remind me of like the oh man, what's the dude from the 30s, whatever, 40s, the dude from the black and white, George Reeves,
mm-hmm.
George Reeves Superman. And Jimmy was cool. Somebody tried to crack a joke. Somebody texted me. They was like, "Yeah, Jimmy's so hot," like trying to crack a joke. But I was just like, "Look, man, like, he pulling them. He pulling them. Shout out to Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy doing his thing." So we can get to it now.
Okay.
We gonna the hammer thing and everything, and we find out that Lex Luthor is secretly working. He is the hammer of Bolivia and stuff like that. Also, we find out that the president of that country is working with Luthor.
Yeah.
Because he wants to take over that country, but Luthor just really wants to get Superman.
Yep.
And the thing we're going to get to is the Lois and Clark discussion. Now, he made her food. They're making out, and he was like, "Hey, that was a good thing we went back and forth." Yeah, as in yeah, hey, you really were talking shit about me, but you didn't believe nothing you were saying. She was like, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got a problem. Like, first of all, you can't interview yourself all the time because people gonna find out it's you, which is true. Tell me she lying.
You never know.
Dang, it's not coming up. That's interesting. Where's it at? I was trying to show the background. Oh well. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we back now. There we go. It's in the background. So I liked the that was a real, they felt like a real couple. Even though they're new. You found out they were dating 3 months.
Not even dating, because she will not claim him.
No, whoa, no. She did, but she's like, I knew it when it worked out. It wasn't that. Look, you're talking about don't go forward. We're talking about right where we're at. When she got mad, she's like, I knew this wouldn't work out because he was leaving. Clark was wrong. Storming out, she called him out like, when you get upset, you like to storm off and leave. And she was right. That is not how you handle that. And clearly she was showing communication with him. Like, 3 months in, she's like, Clark, keep doing this. You can't just keep. Yeah, look, you salty.
No, I need to rewatch that argument. I do.
Yeah, because she didn't say it was over. She didn't say she didn't claim him. She was just like, I knew this was going to work out because he was leaving. because it's like you're leaving. And then what it also shows, if you really want to think about it, um, it's clear that Lois has been hurt in the past,
Mm-hmm.
either by her own lack of opening up, or somebody has hurt her and she's just fearful. You could tell. They didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was hints of it. It oozed it, and the banter back and forth, and them talking, and then he would say something to her when she was like, let's sit down, and let's pretend okay, you Superman, I'm Lois, let me interview you. He's like, okay, and then when she would point out something, he was like, well, I mean, I did that, but what's the big deal? People are gonna. When she kept on riding him, like going off on him, he's like, people's gonna die.
Yeah.
It was like, I liked when that came in the middle of the conversation because it brought it back to a realism. I'm like, wait a minute, people's lives are on the line.
Right.
And she got quiet. She's like, yeah, but
she didn't care.
She did.
It seemed like she didn't care.
No, but also she raised a good point. Like, yeah, do I think the dude's bad? But you need all the evidence. That's what she's trying to say. AKA good reporting.
Hey, he
right?
turned out to be right.
Yeah, but the thing about Superman is, like I told you, he can't read minds. He could be wrong sometimes. And that's a fear.
But he wasn't. It worked out.
Oh my goodness.
And people were dying.
And you didn't watch that cartoon or nothing with Rick Flag Sr. in it, did you? The oh man, the Monster Squad, Suicide. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Cause it's okay, never mind. We're gonna leave it out. You know that guy that was talking with the board and stuff, trying to figure out what to do with Superman and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was the father of the dude that got killed in Suicide Squad when James Peacemaker was in it. Rick Flag.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I don't know if you picked up on the name.
No, I didn't.
Let's see. Hammer of Bolivia, the control. Superman fella, blah blah blah. Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor. It worked. I'm surprised how evil they made him. Because unlike, like I said, remember you made me like a Justice League cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is, he didn't like. Let's say something's gonna fall apart, somebody die, he's walking away. But the shooting thing and all this stuff that comes in the future where he's a murderer and stuff, that was wow. But he got more cartoony villain like towards the end.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. But
I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. He did good, but I don't know. It felt like something was missing.
I'm laughing because we really try not to jump and come back jump. You know what I mean? It's tough. We're learning it. Okay, there we go. I had to blow it up. I had to blow up the words. Let's see this. Crypto dot and art and total reiteration. I was so mad. Like I told you, when he got into the fortress and everything. We talked about it earlier. The engineer getting in there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And did you and it and then you go forward and Lex Luthor had a distraction and that little creature came out.
Yeah, that looked like Stitch.
And that's what I was saying. Like the henchman had personality. Dude was like, that's not really a big distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And dude just said, it's gonna grow. And kept it moving.
Yeah.
And when it grew, I don't know if you heard me. I was like, oh my goodness.
I heard you.
Because I thought, at first I thought it was gonna multiply or something. I thought it was gonna be like a gremlin.
I thought it was just gonna get bigger like that.
But dang. And a thing I can see that annoys people is when they kept on saying nobody was injured. Stop. People get injured.
Somebody. Because they were all just standing there looking, so somebody got injured.
There was too many. Oh, everybody's fine. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
But
like
there was
that man that got hit. Like he saved the little girl, but that man in the store got hit.
Yeah. And the dude was eating cereal anyway. But
he should have been out.
Oh, that little girl scene, I loved it. It was real cool.
I liked it.
The squirrel thing, yeah, like it was cute, but it was like, The dog thing was funny.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I gotta go back to when they got into the fortress and they did that to Crypto. I was over it.
I told you the engineer, she's an excellent villain. She was an excellent villain. And she's still alive.
I was gonna say she needed to.
Well, dang, we sang it. See, this is tough. But like, hey, it is what it is. I like the introduction of the Justice League. Justice Gang.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, you don't know nothing about that Green Lantern, do you?
Not that one.
Okay. That Green Lantern is a jerk.
I could tell.
He's just that obnoxious in the comic book, if not worse, at times.
I could tell that was his personality.
And a superhero in the comic books knocks him out, gets tired of his mouth, knocks him out one punch, and everybody was like, dang. So I hope they put that in there eventually. And when it happens, you're gonna be happy. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't tell you anything else that happens. But I liked Hawk Girl. I liked Hawk Girl. Mr. Terrific. I laughed so hard when you said that's dude from Double Toasted.
He just reminded.
What's his name? Corey.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it now.
He sounded like, kind of sounded like
mannerism. Yeah,
mannerism.
But the I ain't gonna lie, I might have to call him Mr. Toasted from here on. So Mr. Terrific, aka Mr. Toasted. I've seen him in the cartoon, and seen a little bit in the comics. He kind of acts really like analytical, like that,
like robotic.
Yeah, like kind of, because he's so smart.
Yeah,
he's just like, hey, whatever. Like, look, I ain't got. And I like when they were fighting the creature, and Superman was like, I want to knock it out and take it somewhere. And he was like, man, come on. He's like, really? Like, make it out of here.
He wanted to take it to an intergalactic zoo.
Yeah, like we can subdue it. And then they were stabbing in the eye. Look, Hawk Girl stabbed it in the eye with a mace. The Green Lantern was kept the eye open, was punching it.
Yeah, and then they hit his kidney, I guess.
Yeah, and then dude, Mr. Toasted just threw the bombs down the throat, and Superman was looking through his X-ray vision. He was like, yeah. Hey, like, we ain't got time for this, man. Like, get out the way. And I like how it was just like, look, we're all heroes. We all know each other. We don't have to do this thing. You know what I mean? Like, who are you? Why? James Gunn has put us in the middle of this, and we're going. We're off.
Yeah, we're 3 years in.
That was devastating when Superman found out the other half of the message, because
that was.
He had that old message from his family.
Yeah,
and I thought it was gonna be a fake.
I did too.
But when I look back and think about it, they
I didn't know.
They're aliens. They're like, hey, you're gonna be so powerful. You're probably gonna rule over them because you're powerful.
And I mean,
so
they see what not Americans, sorry, but humans do to each other. They probably saw that and just went off of that.
Yeah.
So
and I appreciated. I thought he was gonna break dude's phone when he was holding the phone. Watching it, I was like, please don't break the phone, man. Please don't break the phone. I really enjoyed Lex Luthor on like a Fox News type thing or something like that. Like just be the dude that played the interviewer.
Yeah.
He was, because like the equivalent would be like they didn't have nobody like the Daily Show. You know what I mean? They you could tell they were leaning more towards like that type of angle with this. Like a Tucker Carlson or something like that. That's what it felt like. And when Lex Luthor got up and was like, let me tell you, I am scared. And you sitting there like, you lying one. And I like the fact, as a viewer that knows how evil it wasn't believable to us. And you just mad. The more you talk, you're like, shut up, Luthor. And when Superman goes in that building to think about it, and then Guy Gardner closes everything up.
Yeah, I like that.
And he gets in his face like, hey, man, what's up with that? He was like, man, back off. He's like, man, I'll knock you out. And Superman thought about Crypto.
That should have been first on your mind. Well,
and then
up
that poor robot. Hey, that
there.
robot. I guess he was trying. I hope he was trying. Look,
Yeah, I think
I
he was trying to figure out how to fix himself.
I hope he was trying to figure out fix himself and not try to take himself out.
No,
I couldn't tell at first. I was like, dang, not.
He was trying to
delete,
fix himself.
delete. Like no, and then he was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, dang.
Yeah. And for them to say they don't have emotions, they displayed some. They're the robots 4 or whatever. When they were talking about they don't have human emotion. When he said he was sorry, he kind of did.
That seems like is learning.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, we don't have any emotions. Hey, this is the new girl. I was like, y'all got no emotions. Y'all got genders.
Let's not go there.
So anyway, and then she had a personality like, hey, he looked at me. I was like, what?
That would have been the same way. Sorry.
Oh, interesting. I didn't.
You ain't pick up on that?
No, I didn't. I didn't know you found him attractive. Oh, thirsty. Calm down. So anyway, what else happened? Oh, man, when he knocked down that door, I was like, "Where's my dog?"
Yeah, I would have been the same way.
Where my dogs at? Herf.
Can you imagine if they stole DMX's dog?
Wow, he would burn the building down.
Yeah.
Let's go with the anyway. R.I.P. DMX. I feel like I mentioned DMX like every 5 episodes.
Yeah, you do. But hey,
and he was like, "What dog? What are you talking about?"
And what did he say when he lifted up the cup?
And he said something like, he was like,
with a cape.
He was like, that dog with that stupid cape.
Oh yeah, because I didn't hear what he said. All I heard was cape.
I was rolling when I saw that.
Were.
I was like, man. He was like, did you see that? He was like, and I can see somebody being like, he's out of control. He should be more stoic and everything. He'll get there. He'll get there.
I mean, it was emotional.
And also, I like this take on Superman. He's learning. He'll get better. Let him learn. It would not be a fun and interesting story, like I said, if he just automatically won. If he was automatically always just.
I would say, he's human, but he's not. But he's adopted some of our human emotions.
He's
working through it.
You know what's interesting? What is it? They always make Clark bumbling and stumbling.
Mm-hmm. We didn't see enough of him to get
that. Yeah. But in the past, because he always tried to make himself lesser than, like, kind of like, hey, how you. And sometimes Clark mans up, but you know what I mean. He kind of dorky or whatever.
I think it worked for him.
But it's and this is the mirror image of Superman, known as trying to be perfect and everything, and messing up and having to figure it out. What? Let me see. Excuse me. Let me look that up real quick. They released when they were making Superman, they showed him putting his boots on, all mad and sad or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that was and it wasn't going to be in the film. They just wanted to show him picture as he was getting ready to film.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that scene where him and Lois sitting down as that stuff was going on in the background. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing that people don't realize. Superman don't be working all the time. He going to see stuff and be like, I can't eat, we in coffee right now or something. And people gonna say that's mean, but he ain't on the clock all the time. But also, guess what people didn't realize? With that scene happening with Green Lantern and all them fighting that interdimensional, what you missed was the subtlety of it. He had already checked in with them.
Yeah, he already did.
And he was like, "Oh, that's intergalactic, blah 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 blah," and they got it under control. She's like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I remember that scene very well because she said it's just a dog. Or something to that effect when she was talking about crypto.
That's another reason why you didn't like her.
You got it.
Hey. And when he said that he was gonna turn himself in,
she said, "Why?"
Right. And he thought he thought I'm gonna get a fair trial, not a fair hearing, and I'm gonna get a lawyer. I'm joking. He didn't say nothing of that, but I thought it. I mean, he thought it. I thought it. Whatever. He thought it. And they hugged. You know what made me mad about that scene? You know what made me?
They didn't kiss.
Yes. This dude might go to Pelican Bay, 24-hour lockdown, shoe program.
All right.
Hey, shout out Denzel. Anyway, and you don't kiss this man?
She never showed.
You don't kiss this man.
I told you she showed more emotion towards Jimmy than she did Clark.
But then, like I said, she's been hurt. She's holding herself back, and I think didn't he say I love you? I always loved. I should have told you that.
In that scene, he said I love you. I always told you that, and
that was that was beautiful.
Which I get it. You know, just because somebody say they love you, you don't have to automatically say it back. But then a couple scenes later.
Oh, Crypto's in the corner. I'm petting it. I'm petting the dog.
And then a couple scenes later, she tells Jimmy, "I love you." But you know, it's whatever. I don't throw that word around that loosely, so
I don't know. Yeah.
Hey.
End of the day, all I'm gonna say is this: there's only one woman that ever said they loved me. I think in my entire life, maybe I don't know. Hey, if they had whoever it is. I don't know. Look, hey, jerk. You know who you are. Anyway, still waiting for my apology. Anyway, so December. So what were we talking about? Oh, so he turns over and dude, hey, the Ultraman knocks throws him on the ground, kicks him and stuff. Like, dang, like
he was doing extra.
Oh, police brutality.
I wish Superman would have got his get back with him. Just for doing that, but he's not the type of Superman.
But he's trying to be calm. He's trying. And do you know? I thought that riff. I'm assuming that riff or whatever was the negative zone. The negative zone which is weird because in the past it was something that Superman would use to like to get rid of villains and stuff like that. And it was just like they're in this. It's like a confinement. It's like its own world or whatever. So they might use later if they learn how to stabilize, whatever. So that character, like when Lex Luthor kept on telling him all his plans, I was laughing because I was like, "Okay, James, good, I get it. You're using that classic villain trope. I'm gonna tell you my plans,
like Tony Baker did with Travis Santiago." Sorry.
Yeah, look, and guess what? He never got the code to the water supply. Anyway, stop. What were we talking about?
Lex Luthor.
And you saw the people all in prison. It was like an ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, and then the girl that did the blog about him.
Yeah, he's like, hey, one thing I can't stand is somebody blogging. I was like, what? and then it had creatures and stuff in there. You're like, what is going on in all this? Like, what is that thing piloting the platform? Then you saw what they did to Crypto. And he was like, we're going to learn everything about your dog and then we're going to kill it. I'm like, this is
they had him chasing squirrels.
Yeah, like smiling and stuff. He was like, we going to kill him. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then when they put him in that room, like I said, I've read comics. You said you never read comics like that. And I saw what it was. I was like, oh, because like I said, I stopped trying to look at stuff. I wanted to be surprised. So when they put Mephisto, that's his name. I'm gonna say Mephisto, but that's the dude from because his ability is he can
turn into
any element and everything. And guess what? They did it real quick. They told you exactly what he was real quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Metamorpho. Excuse me. I know somebody typing it ain't Mephisto. Guess what? I just looked it up. Metamorpho. Don't be laughing at me. You try to say that 10 times fast.
I'm not trying to.
Look, I have more responsibility in this pot. Anyway. And I didn't know if he was a villain. I didn't know what was going on because the way he was sitting.
Yeah.
And then when he made that element, he was poisoning them with the Krypton. I was like, and it really felt like I don't know how he getting out of this. He's in the net. I was shocked they did that. I was shocked they did it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, I got some stuff to talk to the government about. I'll be back to you, and we're gonna question you, right?
Did we ever see him talking to the government? I mean, we
that
did.
is a plot hole.
We did the
Yes.
first time, but
Nope.
then the second
But
time,
yep, we never did.
I thought when Lex Luthor was gonna come back, he would have had a politician not.
That's what I thought. I thought it would have been a discussion like kill him, don't kill him.
Yeah.
And then let's say they would have walked out and some government official would have been left behind, like, do what you got to do. That would have been,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the inner conflict.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't get that. We didn't need the president. You got the defense people, which I'm fine with. And then when they flash back to Lois is like, I'm trying to figure this out. Wait, this contact with that foreign country and Lex Luthor ain't adding up. I got a contact with the banks. Because she's a reporter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to figure all that out. And Jimmy texted somebody. I'm like, what's all this goofy texting? Whenever he was texting somebody, and then he looked. He's like, my source figured it out. She said, who's your source? Don't worry about it. He was like, look, don't. And then you really gonna owe me. And when she was like, I'll be back. And when Lois ended up, for you ladies and gentlemen who don't know, the Hall of Justice for the future Justice League is Union Terminal in Cincinnati, Ohio. That was what they literally were in. And what I loved was they made it like it was under construction on the inside.
It's always looking like that. That's every part in Ohio. Everything is under construction.
That's Metropolis, anyway. And I liked it because it was like, yeah, we're getting this together. It's like you can kind of tell. And she was like, that's your friend. And this is the thing. Like I said, they're establishing what a lot of superheroes. There's some continuities where the superheroes don't know each other's identities. There's other continuities like, look, we know each other. Look, we're colleagues. Like, and I like, she's like, man, you gotta quit trusting everybody. Dang, Lois is right about that.
I did like the inside of Union Terminal, how they left it the same, like with the artwork that was up on the tundra or whatever. They left it the same, so it looks exactly like when you go in there.
Yeah, I like that up top because it almost showed like the building of humanity. Guy Gardner and I like the banter between them. Like I don't like Justice Gang. And Mitch Strickland was like, well, you ain't got to vote. She's like, I got to vote too. Like, I don't like it either. He's like, well, I'm the vote break. What did he say? He's a tiebreaker. I was like, both of them don't like it. There ain't no tiebreaker. That's 2 against 1.
Yeah, but they said Superman didn't have a vote yet.
Oh yeah, and then I liked when they were going back and forth, and you ain't gonna help your friend. He was like, psh. You're like, man, nah, like we ain't. And all of them were like, nah. And then she finally convinced Mr. Terrific. He was like, come on, like I ain't. And then she was like, well, she left, and then he ran after her.
Yeah,
in the little door thing, that was funny. But and then she was trying to talk about her feelings, like, and what they're trying to explain was that look, a regular person might ask the same question, like, hey, why are you worried about Superman?
They did.
No, I'm saying a regular person. But I like how they try to make Mr. Terrific so super smart. Like, look, I noticed that. Like, what's going, whatever. So
but they did remember. It was the Green Lantern. He said, "How do you know Superman?"
Yeah.
And then he gave up like the the goggles or whatever.
Yeah, that was funny because
it
was like, is that true? And she's like, I know, yeah. She's like, yeah, I know. So I guess that is a thing. Not goggles, his glasses.
Then he gave up that he was Clark Kent.
Yeah. And when they was on Mr. Terrific's airship, she was like, "Oh yeah, we've been dating." He just looked like, I don't do well dating. With. I don't. Huh?
Not dating.
They said together. She said together. Or dating. She said it. Anyway, you just don't like her.
Whatever.
So when he looked back at her like, I don't do it. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't do this emotional stuff. I don't.
And then she kept talking about it.
He looked back like, and she started quiet. He's like, dang.
She was like, I'm just talking out loud.
And that was a cool scene of them tracking down where Superman was held, and the tracking of everything of his blood. And remember back in the scene, he was like, yeah, I put nanites in everybody's bloodstream. And
yeah.
like, wait a minute. And I was expecting to be that arrogant and brash, Mr. Toasted. And he beat up those people. He beat up everybody and the people in Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they bad. They there.
That's true. And when they got in there, and she was like, where we at? And he's like, oh man, he made a split. You can't do that. And then she's like, well, can we rappel down? He's like, with what? She's like, those circles. What's she say?
The circles.
He's like, it's a spear. He's like, a circle.
Circles are flat.
And then I wonder if he was gonna go all in there. I liked how he was restricted.
Yeah.
Because if he would have got in there,
because I had forgot that Lex and that creature or whatever
on that platform
was on the platform going across. I forgot.
And I love the fact that before they even got there, when you like was when Lex had that guy, was that before that or after? That's right when they were, I think that might have been, dang, was that right when they got to the beach or what?
What?
I mean, when he had that hostage.
That was before they found.
Let's look.
That was before Mr. Terrific found them there.
Jimmy reveals lowers pocket dimension, crypto, pocket dimension, green. Oh, they skipped over. Wait, why they skip over it? Oh, here it is. He went into custody. Oh, it was before. It was before that. Mm-hmm. It was before that. Yeah, but it's almost like meanwhile before that happened.
Yeah,
they brought that guy back that helped Superman get up.
Yeah, weren't they calling him the engineer? Did they say that, or did I hear it wrong?
They said something like that. Like maybe where he came from. I don't know.
Because when he initially helped Superman up, they ran his ID and they said we found him.
Yeah, hold on. It doesn't even like the thing on Wiki doesn't say the guy's name.
Was it Malik?
I forgot his name, but
yeah,
I was shocked that they took it that far.
I was too.
And when Lex Luthor shot him in the head, I was like,
I didn't think it was gonna be that fast.
And I was like,
you playing Russian roulette.
They got this dude like psychotic now. And then when he shot him, and the president of that country was like, ooh, he was all happy. He's like, ooh. I was like, what? They almost did the super. You know, it was like the Batman '60s cartoon where they would laugh fiendishly. Like, ha, 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 ha. They dang near did that.
I thought when the president went into that the portal, I think I'm going back, but I thought it was gonna be Lex Luthor in disguise.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was gonna be a crazy reveal like that, like he was somebody else totally different.
Yeah.
But when he did that, and then Metamorpho started crying, I was like, wow, like he was. You can tell that
you ain't had to do that.
That's how he was.
I know, but you ain't had to.
Okay, tear, cry. You know, I get it honest. It runs in our family. Those imitations. You know who be imitating people all the time when they be telling stories. But and he was like, I can't replicate the sun.
Yeah.
But I can see somebody be like, why is he telling people? Because like I said, it's almost like it's serious. It's almost like serious comic books, but at the same time, they put these little hokey elements in.
Yeah, and also for non-readers like me, it'll help.
Like if it's almost like one of those like pulp little like comics, like okay, you remember The Simpsons when they had that nuclear man or whatever, and it was like, I must reach this to get my power. That's what that was. You know what I mean? I must find the sun. I need energy.
Yeah, I feel like it was a reminder that he healed from the sun. Because, I mean, we had been in the movies for a minute. And I think that was just a nice reminder. Like, oh, he does need the sun to heal back. But we don't have the sun. But we can get something close to it.
Yeah. And those people to the left and right was snitching. Like, hey, they doing something here. They doing. Get them. And dude was like, yeah. She was like, you ain't taking
And
this.
he was clapping.
Yeah, he was like, I'm trying to get free. You really couldn't see him very well.
Yeah.
But that was funny. I like that. It's funny, like
I would have been so mad.
because they in prison. Like, you know what it is? They're imprisoned and they institutionalized, and people gonna turn on each other. And I'm glad they kept them in boxes and it wasn't they kind of like walking around and stuff, which would have been interesting as well. But whatever. So why? And then when he charged up and busted through there, right when he was punching, right when he was about to punch, you didn't see me. I had my hand down and had my fist like, and then he punched. I was like, "Ugh!"
Yeah, because he had to get the baby
Yeah, because Lex Luthor had Metamorpho's baby
across the way.
and the prosthetics and stuff on him, excellent, excellent. In the comics he's more like heroic, like we got to do the Mephisto that I've seen. I haven't seen all of stuff in him, but the stuff I've seen where it was the comics, he was like a bit character, a bit player here and there. The stuff I read, but yeah, whoever did that, excellent job as him. And he's like, you have to hold my baby because when I turn in certain forms, I can't physically hold my kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's a cool obstacle. Now, was it a little bit much when they was fighting and they dropped into the thing that could have killed him? Yeah.
But he held him up.
Superman
held him up.
Which was cool. But before that, I loved when he saved his baby and he instantly wrecked that lab and got cryptocurrency.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I would have did the same thing.
And it was cool because and then he looked at him and then slammed him. And the whole time we were watching up to this point of the movie, we kept on saying to ourselves, what? Like, I know you was like, man, that dog, he ain't training that dog for nothing.
I was like, is there a language barrier?
Yeah,
like
why
English
is
to him? Like, what is going on? I love dogs, but that was a bad dog.
Like, oh, really?
That was a bad boy. Like,
what else happened? And then they had to fight their way out and everything. That was hey, that one soldier, he Superman burned some people and stuff, but that one that was still fighting,
yeah,
I was like, man, give him a raise. That brother was not giving up. I would have you hit me that times and burned me at the same time and dropped me into that acid stuff.
Oh yeah, and then they had to deal with the black hole.
Yeah, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Because it was like, and I like the action scene. I like that scene, the slow motion scene where he's Metamorpho was grabbing him.
Yeah, he
trying to pull him out, and at the same time, Superman grabs his dog.
Yeah,
and then Superman, like that was cool.
Yeah,
because this is the thing about Superman. He's supposed to be a bit lighter, as in storytelling. He's supposed to be not only hopeful, but triumphant eventually. But triumphant is in, yay, he did it. You supposed to be like, yay, in your head, like, yes. You ain't supposed to be like dark, like, yes, I did it. You're supposed to be like, get him, Superman, get him. Kind of like that. You know what I mean? And it was cool. And Mr. Terrific, he did mess up though. He left that thing open too long.
He was trying.
No, but he
could get him out.
But I wonder if he could have closed it and then opened it up. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think
like reset it. Because he said, "Oh, I left it open too long," but it might have been growing since every time they opened it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He was reckless though, because he didn't know enough. He didn't know enough.
But he had to get him out of there.
That's true, but look what happened.
Well, he got him out of there.
Which technically, it probably was going to happen anyway, as we find out later.
Yeah.
But I liked how everything was crushing on themselves, and they got out of there, and then you saw Superman was still had all that green stuff on him,
the
like
poison.
He used poison from kryptonite.
Yeah.
And Mr. Terrific was like, "Hey, use my ship. Get out of here. I got to figure this out. I'll get a ride or whatever." And you see Metamorpho walk away with his kid, all sad looking, and I was like, "Where's he going?"
Right. I said,
and I was like, "Who's the baby mama?"
I thought that too.
And I was like, "Is it gonna be?" I was like, "I know." Okay. Supposedly in the comics, I don't think it was. It was I think it was chemical. There's different versions. I think it was like chemicals or something that turned him into that, and he's irreversible. So, because it's interesting, he can't shapeshift. He can't shapeshift into different people, but he can shapeshift into different chemicals.
Yeah.
What if he can make beer? He probably can. Or wine. Oh,
I wouldn't drink it.
I mean, is it anyway? um. Oh, and then when he took when she took him, it when she took him home, and you really got like we had seen the parents earlier, but this is where we really get to be with Superman's parents. I will say this: I was shocked how elderly they were, because there's some iterations where the parents are like the mom doesn't look that old as that. She's old, but she doesn't look that kind of feeble.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how old they were.
Yeah, but they. No, I'm saying, but they were old where they were like
late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, that's old. 70s old. Nobody gonna be like, that's a young 70. That was that old 1930s 70s. You ever look at pictures of people like this person was 23, they look 45.
They look like that in their 80s.
That's what his parents probably did.
I don't think his parents did.
No, but my thing was this. I don't know how much more time we got with Papa Kent. I don't know. That brother, he was talking slow. He was slumped over, kind of like, yeah, when you gotta do. And I'm sitting like, oh my goodness. I'm like, we might see. Hey, I don't know if he making it to the next movie.
He will.
No, they're gonna have his tombstone in it.
I'll make it.
And there was rumors that they're gonna be like some double wide trailer type thing, but it looked like, I thought it was gonna be like
regular.
I thought it was gonna like
farmhouse.
Yeah, like it's cottage style.
Yeah.
But I thought when I heard the rumors, I thought it was gonna be some messed up looking like shack or something. When I saw it, I was like, this is fine.
Yeah, it's normal.
This
they had
fine.
cows
and it was cute that Crypto was playing with the cow.
Yeah.
Yo, I was sitting there like, Crypto, you better not look. You let them decide when they want to make beef.
I guess he's gentle with animals and crazy with humans.
Hey, you hear what I said?
What?
You gotta let them decide when they want to make beef patties and steaks and stuff. You can't, unless you a butcher, Crypto, you better not touch one of these cows on the farm.
I don't think he would have.
And that was a touching story that we got of the father trying to calm his son down and stuff, and tell him it's all right, and it don't matter. Like, we raised you, you're my son, but I couldn't hear it because somebody in Kenwood Theater kept talking.
Oh, the people behind us.
We were in Kenwood. If you're from Cincinnati, you know Kenwood Theater was generally pretty good with people in it. Normally, the crowds normally.
This was the first time I heard somebody talking that loud.
They were talking right behind us at the show. It was the 2:00 show. They were talking right behind us, and I don't ever even talk like this. You want me to say, because sometimes when you explain stuff to people, they get they have these images in their head, right?
It wasn't what you thought it was.
It was white people. I was like, excuse me, in my head, and it was. He got louder with her. Got quieter.
It was crazy that they didn't whisper.
And I love, because I love the stereotype. Because sometimes I'll tell stories about situations I be in, and I can tell I'm looking at the person, and they thinking certain situations. Oh, it's got to be the black person. Yeah, and I'm like, should I tell them? Like, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Even the person that was talking to the I don't want to call her a waiter, but the person that
attendee.
Even when he was talking to her, they were loud. When they were in the same row, but they were down there. And then she was like, do you want me to get that? And then somebody was like, oh, can you get this? Use your inside voice.
I think that was the elderly people, the elderly black people.
Whisper.
It was everywhere.
Yeah,
hey, America.
The people behind us were loud.
But yeah, they got oddly loud.
Yeah,
so I couldn't hear the speech Dad was saying. I like the hug. It was just like, and it's funny. Like, hey, I'm gonna say this right now. From the angle they showed him and his father, I know his father's old. He's bigger. He's older and stuff. But I was like, somebody got big back. His back was just like, calm down.
Nothing.
Anyway,
I am in agreement with
and
you.
I like how the mom was like, man, mushy, y'all saw it. It was cute. It was cute.
Mush.
Yeah, she was like, son, you want to get in here? And then when they
you might want to look at the box.
Right.
I was like, the box?
Right. And then they saw that the war was about to break out again with the country.
Yeah.
That Superman said is, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. There are people that will say, "Oh, they forcing you." You don't dig all into like I dig into stuff, but there's people that go, "Oh, they forced. They're putting the brown people in there to show blah 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 blah."
I thought that's what people would say.
Some people are gonna say that.
Yeah, I know.
But my thing is this: like I always say, I'll continue to say this. There's some things in my pockets I always say, if it's written well, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's fine. And it kind of gave me goosebumps for some reason because it gave me goosebumps because there was this rallying around hope and compassion and not compassion, hope and rising up against evil and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it gave me goosebumps because I was like, wow, like this is cool. And then, like I told you, Mr. Toasted, hey Superman, we ain't got time for that. I need your help over here. I was like, you know what? This is partially your hey, Mr. Smart Guy. Figure it out. I got it. Like, come on, man.
Nah, he couldn't figure
do something
that
with
out.
those spears.
He couldn't figure that out by himself.
Hey, they are circles because they ain't well rounded enough to be spears to help out in the first place. Lois, right?
No.
And when it was split, when the tear in the fabric of in between realities, I like that because it's hinting. We don't need reality crossovers right now. We don't need no multiverses right now. We don't. But I like that. It's like when they said the transporter thing creates a split. But the problem is it could make a black hole unstable and stuff. And when Luthor decided to be like, F it, we're gonna make a distraction with Superman, we're gonna tear it open and stuff. And it was splitting down the middle and everything. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And I did like, hey, Metropolis, it's time to evacuate.
Like they don't know the routine.
Yeah, but that's how they were looking. They were just like, even the fireman was like, come on, y'all. Like,
yeah, they were still having parties on rooftops.
Like, no, that was
that not Metropolis?
No, you talking about that couple that was like, we ain't got time to leave?
Yeah.
I thought that was like near the river or whatever.
I
don't know what city that was either. That was past Metropolis. I thought, remember when it?
I don't know how big Metropolis is. So
and that was told when Lex Luthor was like, "Hey, let that, hey, people want to choose Superman, let it rip through the city." He was like, "I'll stop it when I care about whatever city is going through." I was like, "Dang, let me know when to go through a city I care about." I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" And Superman fighting the Ultraman and the engineer was excellent. As in, as I look and think how people are divided on this, I can see somebody being like, man, there wasn't big enough villains. It was like, no, there's a lot of villains in this. You got the M2, and then you got Lex Luthor and his crew. Yeah. And it was more about him trying to figure it out, more about Justice League trying to figure her out. And I really enjoyed it. And they did some Superman shit where it's like, he should have died by now. And he fights it off and everything.
I knew he was going to space.
And it was cool that they didn't let him get all the way there too. Cause I thought he was going to. No,
he got there, but he dropped back down.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If he got to space, I'm being a little technical, but if he got to space, when he dropped, he would have just floated, or he would just floated.
He did. He floated a little bit, and then went back.
Because he got almost out.
He got out.
If he got out, he wouldn't have floated. He wouldn't have got pulled back down to gravity. You get it?
He floated.
Once you are out of the atmosphere of the Earth. Wait, I wonder how strong.
It looked like he floated to me, and then
the only question I have is scientifically, how strong is the gravitational pull? Like, how far away do you have to get away from Earth in order not to be pulled in by it? You get it? And my thing is, I felt like he was on the edge of it. That's what it was. He was on the edge.
I thought he made it all the way out.
Because he made it all the way out. When he would have stopped flying, he wouldn't have fell back down. It wouldn't be no way. Because you're in space. When you're in space,
it looked like they floated though. So I don't know.
See, look, you just look. I know you like him and everything. He failed. He did not get off planet. He fell back into the planet. He did,
because we saw the planet below him. And then he went back down.
Look, hey, scientists, anybody that knows theoretical physics and all that, or physics.
We can't do that on Superman.
No. But people, I like watching stories where people say, "Well, this is how technically this would have worked, or this is how technically you'd be able to do this with certain things." People can do it. And anybody do that in the comments on YouTube or whatever, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I was hoping the engineer died because I hated her. And
I thought you liked her.
No. I hated her as a villain, but I liked her as a villain. You get it? I liked what she did as a villain. And as a villain, I'm supposed to either hate the villain or you love to see the villain. I was like, knock her out. Let's go. Knock her out. And they was like, yeah, she's still breathing. I'm like, dang. And then Ultraman got up. I'm gonna tell you something. When they were fighting, and I don't know if you caught it, when Ultraman shot lasers out of his eyes, we still had the mask on.
Mm-hmm.
I got up like, I literally was like this. Then I saw it. I was like, I knew it wasn't me. I knew it was immediately. Because you shoot lasers and stuff. Okay, this is what that could be in the future. Because you asked me some questions. You're like, because when they took the mask off, he had long hair and it was Superman.
Yeah.
It was a clone, an imperfect clone, as Lex said. He didn't talk or anything. Good. I'm cool with that. Do you want me to tell you who that is?
What do you call him? Reptile?
Bizarro. Who said reptile? Who's reptile?
Remember he said release the reptile or whatever he said.
No, that's the crew. That was that crew. That is Bizarro. Bizarro is a Superman clone that started to degenerate. He gets really, really pale. His face gets all distorted, like he looks like a Frankenstein almost.
I think I've seen it before.
And he talks backwards, as in
Piglet.
As in this, like, ask me how I'm doing today.
How are you doing?
I'm doing bad. Are you doing bad? He talks backwards like that. Like he says opposite stuff at times. Like, yeah, and he's like, me likes this, me no like you, you not true. Yeah. Now, can they, like, if you see it on the, it works better. He's just he's dumb and he speaks backwards a lot at times.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bizarre. That's why he called Bizarro. He's some freak. He's a bizarre copy of Superman. And I'm glad they held it off to do any of that, to transform him and stuff. Mm-hmm. And when they were fighting, and Superman realized, as Lex was giving his speech, and about the reason why he knows he has an ego. He knows that he's arrogant is because he wants to be above the greats. Like he don't want to be in the same thing as Galileo or the same thing as Albert Einstein. He wants to be above them. He's tired of being with them, and also he's tired of him as because everybody's talking about him as Superman. And when Superman looked around and said, "Oh, brain over brawn," and I was like, "Why did he say it like that?" And then he whistled, and he found Crypto. Let me tell you something.
Shout out
this dog out here running around eating at PetSmart. He broke in, didn't even pay for nothing. He just heard the whistle.
It probably was because of the split.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And when he showed up, that was cool. And I was like,
took him out.
At first I was like, "Is he gonna fight with the dog too at the same time as Superman?"
That would have been cool
because they don't have anything on the dog, so they can't in fighting style. But
he did what he had
to do. Brain over brawn. And he was Crypto get the toy. The same thing he ate the shit out of Mr. Toast's Spears. He did the same thing to Lex Luthor stuff. That was cool.
Yeah.
And then when him and let's call him Evil Superman, when they were fighting each other, that's also a callback if you think about it, because there's a Superman movie where he fought himself.
Yeah, I know that one with Christopher Reeve.
Yeah. And when he threw him into the black hole, that's like a to be continued.
Yeah, he wasn't dead.
But that was like when he dislocated his shoulder, Superman was like, look, saw that train about to fall, and he just threw him. Woo! And he popped that shoulder back in the floor. Goodness. And while all this is going on, you got stuff happening in another country, and the kids were hoping Superman show up.
Yeah, they had this Superman
Guy Gardner like
flag.
Yeah, guy like he ain't come. He like he ain't here. I'm here. And then everybody else showed up and saved the day.
Mm-hmm.
That was fine.
Yeah.
And I like the little. I like you know what's funny. I like the constructs of how they did the construct. They call them constructs with Green Lantern.
Yeah. I like how they was giving the middle
Yeah,
finger.
and punching and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was fine with that. That was cool. And also, while that's going on, Lois, Jimmy, that chick with the big boobs, Cat Grant. She's I forgot what. Yeah. All and then the jerk, not Jimmy, the dude.
Yeah.
And they were all on the ship together, and they're writing an article, or whatever. And because they're reporters, they're like, we're gonna get our story, and we're gonna release this thing about Luther because you find out Jimmy's ex girlfriend or somebody he used to date was dating Luther, and she had all these selfies and pictures with all the stuff in the background, and that was cool. I can see somebody being annoyed by a dumb blonde or something like that, but they're trying to say they're trying to say that's what Lex likes. He's an egomaniac that likes trophy wives that are not his intellectual equal. That I can see those are some things I can see people have to complain about, like Lois Lane flying a thing. But like I said, it reminded me of a Saturday morning cartoon in a good way.
Yeah, plus he said it's what intuitive. The ship is intuitive, so it's like
she had to get that back eventually.
Yeah,
I wish he would have said that too. Like, thank you for like.
And then I was kind of concerned when they went back to Clark's house or family house, and they just left it outside to be seen.
Well, they got acres.
Well, I mean, I know, but
acres. They got acres. That was cute when he was like, Miss Lane. That was cute. Oh, my bad. Even before all that.
Yeah, you fast forwarding some
stuff.
Oh,
yeah. So he defeated Bizarro. And then Lex Luthor was like, we gotta go. Lex Luthor saw Superman coming and tried to run to the portal. And Superman hit him. I was like, dang.
Yeah. He blindsided him.
I liked the speech that Superman did. What was the problem with it? Okay, the problem with it was, hey, I don't like to have a lot of dead air because it gets kind of weird. You got three tries. What was wrong with the speech?
I don't know.
Okay, you're out of tries. Because you're gonna be like, I don't know.
I didn't want him standing in front of that porter though.
I was concerned about that too. Now, no, the issue was this: the music was too loud. You didn't need music for that. He should have said that speech with no music. The music was kind of so loud, I couldn't understand what he was saying.
I didn't have a problem with it.
With that speech. I'm saying for that speech, I couldn't understand. It was tough to hear. And also, I wish it was like a little bit different music. A little, because I wanted to, I think the speech would have been better with no music or lower music with something different. And it was a good speech. It's basically, like I said earlier, about how you go through things, but you still have to keep going. And I was like, that's how like, regardless of me being down about some things, that's what it made me remember. Because I was saying it, and it's like, oh, that's cool. And Crypto got Luther.
He sure did.
Put him down. No. he was ragdolling him.
He was.
Man, that was so random. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, he got. And everyone was like, oh no. The lady was like, oh no. Remember earlier the henchman was like, you was talking about the henchman when he was like, we need to shut this portal down. He was like, you should just did it.
Why didn't you just do it?
Right.
Don't tell him, because obviously Lex Luthor is not gonna want that, and he might kill you. So I would have just did it.
And then Mr. Terrific shows up. He was like, I can help you solve. Get out of my way. And he mashed him like, I got this. It's funny because I can see somebody being like, why you acting like, you know what there's a cadence of how he's talking that's kind of funny. It almost like he's like this. Look here, you jive turkey. You know what I mean? there's a cadence to it that kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, I like it. Worked for me. It worked for me.
It just reminded me of Corey.
Oh,
okay,
Mr. Terrific, aka Mr. Toasted. And he calculated it and stuff, and he closed it or whatever.
Yeah.
I wish this would have happened, but it didn't. I wish when it was splitting, it was doing like an effect that was changing kind of like reality. So when stuff all fell down, when he closed, yeah, it would come back together like a reverse, like.
It almost did. That building was little.
Hey! I'll say this: me and you both noticed it. In my head, I was like, "That ain't a good fix."
Right.
I was sitting there like, "That did not
they
fix."
They still gonna have to tear it down.
Yeah. I was thinking that like it ain't worked that well.
No, the top of the building was still missing.
Yeah, and then when they taking Luther away, I was shocked by that. I thought they were going. Because there's multiple different iterations, like we know in the comics. They even got a version of the comics where Luther becomes president. They had like my thing about Luther was I thought they were going to do a thing. You got to say that. I don't know what that was.
Nothing.
Like Luther took what you about to say of Luther?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I tell you, man. Look. There's some good job. Look, I'll be on the pod. Anyway,
Lord.
I was shocked they're leaning into him being a villain openly in the future.
Yeah, oh yeah. I knew he was gonna be seen again.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, yo, he about to be part of an evil group or something.
Of course.
And they arrested his henchmen and everything. I wonder what's gonna happen to Engineer. Cause she was just knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to put her in something that don't have any electronics or anything.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, then it was Miss Lane. Like they talked and stuff, and then let's go here.
Mm-hmm.
I know people had a problem with that, and you know why?
Why?
Because when they went into that building and talked, and they started making out, which I loved. Yay! And they embraced, and she, you could tell they're going on the right path to heal their relationship. And Perry was like, "Man, how long that's been going on?" And what's crazy is this. They're like, Lois is dating Superman, but she's not dating Clark.
Well, they think they're two different people.
And I know people gonna have a problem with it. I know people gonna have a problem with it. Because they want it to be more of a secret identity. You get it? People are gonna be mad because it's not a secret identity. If Perry knows, Jimmy knows, maybe just Perry and Jimmy know. I don't know.
Maybe he was saying, how long has she been dating Superman?
Or do they mean...
I took it as him saying that was Superman, not Clark Kent.
No, I agree with you. But I'm saying, even that should have been... I see somebody saying, even that should have been an anonymity for maybe this whole movie. And then kind of hinted, maybe even hinted a little bit, like, hey, anything going on? But not no. Jimmy, what's up with that? I can see somebody also rebutting this and being like, they might be saying how long they've been interviewing. But the way he said it, did he say dating or did he... I can't remember how he said it.
I can't either. I think he said this thing been going on.
Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were let me look. Yeah, don't say it on there. That's funny. Cause I couldn't tell. Okay, if I'm wrong, y'all heard it here first. Maybe it was a thing. It was like, wait, how long they been interviewing? You get it?
Yeah.
It could have been that. But they kissed and everything, and Superman goes back to the Fortress of Solitude so he can get charged up
a
little quicker. Now I can see people getting tired of that and say, "Yo, man, just fly to the sun. Like you're fast enough." But people don't realize something far away. But anyway, it's Superman. Superman can go at all kinds of speed.
He want to go home.
And I thought it was I love the fact we found out why Krypto's the way he is.
We sure did.
That was surprising they changed that. Maybe it's in the comics. Whatever.
It's crazy.
It was like, wait a minute, it's not his dog?
He did say he was fostering it.
Yeah, but we didn't know what that meant. We thought he was just talking like that's a bad dog. I thought it meant like he don't want to claim him.
Now, once he said that, I said, okay, that's not his dog, but whose is it?
Oh, see, look, you got Dark Knight Detective over there.
No,
Oh, I
people
figured
say
it out.
they foster somebody's dog. That means that's not their dog, and they're
Look.
not keeping it.
Man, I'm tired of this. That's it for now. You can have a clip. You can have a notebook with you in the movies. I want to see it written in the notes. You thinking that?
Okay.
Of course, everybody know. I tell you. And then Supergirl showed up.
Yeah.
Now, this is the question. This is the thing. Obviously, because of the costume and the way they kind of shot her.
She's younger.
Yeah, but also that's not going to be the suit. That's
Yeah.
not going to be the suit. Also, you could tell it was almost the shot kind of felt kind of rushed. It kind of like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm here about, you know what I mean? Like, because it seemed like she was, and I thought it made me wonder if they were even in the same room or anything. Because you think she would have walked up and hugged him? You think she would have? She was so far away. I don't think they were in the same room, like shot when they shot it. But I could be wrong. And I love when Crypto beat her up and everything. And she's super strong, so it don't feel like nothing.
Yeah, she was laughing.
Yeah, because it don't feel like it just feel like just playing with your dog. And I like it was like the robot was like, dog doesn't respect boundaries. She's like, yeah, this is and they were bantering back and forth. I liked it. That was funny. And then she was like, bye, bitch. I was like, yo, like, wait a minute.
That's how they talk. That's their banter.
I was like, come on, man. That I did not expect that. It didn't make me laugh. And then he laid down. He was like, we're gonna play videos of your family. And I was hoping it was gonna be his parents. And then when it turned into that, I loved it.
His parents, yeah, his Earth parents.
Last thing about Supergirl, my question is she flying around too? Because they never even mentioned her.
I feel like she is.
Yeah,
how would she get?
They just happened not to mention her this time. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And because
and he said that she went to the Red Sun,
and she went somewhere where she'd be normal.
Yeah, the Red Sun, because you can't get drunk where there's a yellow sun.
And also, I forget they are making a move. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that drunk part. I was so okay. Before we get there, I forgot they are making. They did make it. They are filming a movie right now, Supergirl movie right now. Would you like to know who's in it? Your boy's in it.
Who?
Jason Momoa. Oh, I shouldn't have told you. Anyway, wait. Look here. Look, I get it. Y'all, look, these are comic books and everything, but I'm tired of this. Let that man drink. I can't get drunk because of my metabolism. He ain't Captain America. Remember Captain America and all that?
He said he didn't say he couldn't get
no,
drunk.
he can't get drunk in the sun. Like,
he can't get drunk on this planet because of the sun. He said to get drunk, they go to the red sun. He didn't say he couldn't get drunk.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm sorry you can't get drunk, Superman. I got you.
Get drunk here.
I can. Beer. More beer. Beer. Y'all get a hell yeah? Superman 316. In your opinion, are the after credits worth staying for?
That first one definitely, because
you love dogs.
Yes. The second one, it was cute. It just took long.
Okay.
To get to it. I mean, it was okay.
I
wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, okay, look. Oh, the second one, it was funny, but they should have left it in the film
movie,
itself.
Yeah, during the time.
They should have had a banter about that where they were like, but I like how they're holding off the Justice Gang stuff. Because they could have had them at the hall. They could have not yet. We gave you a lot here. We gave you a fantastical, this is the world, these are some heroes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're sprinkling it around. And James Gunn, like I said, I've seen headlines and little bits of stuff that was said. It was he said that a lot of DC movies are going to be totally different from each other. Mm-hmm. And they should be. The Batman movie shouldn't be like the Superman movie, vice versa, or the Aquaman, all that stuff. It shouldn't be like each other. I let's see, Justin. What do you want to see next? Do you want him in an ensemble, or do you want him in a Man of Steel 2, or what do you want him in? What do you want? Because what do you want him in? What do you want to see an appearance? What do you want next
I
out of
want
this
another
universe?
Superman movie. I usually don't.
Because what's coming next? What's coming next? Not to interrupt. Is we're getting a Supergirl movie. This is random, but we're getting a Clayface movie. Supergirl, Clayface. For James Gunn's thing. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. Because the Batman ain't part of it, even though they're trying to make a part 2. So as of right now, that's what we're getting. And you want another Superman, but dang, it's tough because like I would want another one, but I wouldn't mind seeing Superman show up in other stuff because they said he will.
Yeah, he will. Definitely.
And I don't know, like I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm usually not a fan of like the ensemble things. I like just personal movies of that superhero.
Okay.
That's why I never seen Justice League.
But you seen Avengers?
Yeah, I mean they didn't start out like.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying like that stuff was too quick and the other stuff was over time.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about this? Oh, I can't even ask you that.
What?
I'd be like, hey, who you want to team up with? I already know who you gonna say. Say it.
Batman.
Look, I love Batman. I just knew you was gonna say it.
Who do you want him to team with other than Batman?
Robin. I'm playing.
Wonder Woman.
We do need her to show up eventually. I guess
I'm trying to think DC.
And then yeah, it's got to be they call them the Trinity. You know that? Batman, Wonder Woman. Yeah, they're gonna have. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm happy to find out. I'm happy to wonder and get confirmation later. There was unfortunately a campaign to just. I'm not gonna say review bomb. I'm not gonna be one of those. I'm not gonna be that hyperbolic. But I will say there was this negativity because of the bad stuff that we got with DC that nobody wanted to give anything a chance. Of course, I heard this, I heard that, and I have been guilty of watching stuff. Not saying my opinion, because as you can tell throughout, if you can tell throughout my history of making this podcast, my opinion is subject to change. I do evaluate things. I didn't like the Batman. I love the Penguin. We both love the Penguin. We didn't like the Batman. We both love this movie. You refused to watch all that Justice League, all you because you think it's gonna be bad and everything.
I don't like that Batman.
Yeah, but my thing is, but we're willing to give these things a chance on the grounds that we can't be proven wrong. Think like I'll say this. There's some things I'm going to repeat, and this is one of them. These comic book movies are going to start releasing so many properties. It's going to be like going to the comic book store, or let's say you go into the bookstore, you finding that author that you like, and you just picking stuff. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. I don't like that. When it comes to the comic books, it's the same thing. Oh, this character's run I don't like. I liked it back in 1980, or this character's run I like it better in 2025. I'll take this, and you just keep it moving. I was happy. I like you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell at first. You was like, I think you're gonna be split. Then you was like, maybe you did like it. But you were at your initial thought before you start getting little hints from me is you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I thought you were split.
Because I was pleasantly surprised. how
I
happy I
knew
was.
you were happy with it because you didn't shift a lot in your seat.
We stopped talking
Yeah,
because
and
we
you
would always
stopped
whisper
talking.
stuff like, "Oh, you see?" We didn't do that. We all of a sudden we were focused on the movie.
And my food.
So you know what, James Gunn, you did a good job. This is a good building of the universe.
I feel like he always does really good with
Yeah,
movies.
he's good at expressing himself in his movies.
Yeah.
Um, I had a friend that go ahead.
Nothing.
Oh, I had a friend that he said he didn't like the movie. He said it was too silly, and he swore up and down that I was going to hate it. I was like, "You think I'm like the movie?" He was like, "Ha ha ha ha." Nope. But that gives the misconception that that's annoying. People always say, "Oh, you're the guy that doesn't like anything," but it's not true. We actually had a lot of movies I like. F1, Megan, TV show. I like Daredevil. I like Superman. Those four right there. There's four right there. But the thing like, oh, you don't like anything ever. But hey, I guess that myth will continue, huh? You're nodding. How you gonna nod and agree with that? I just named
Not in agreement. I just went.
You ain't said you was like, yeah, you don't like a lot.
You
Wow.
like what you like, okay? And it's sometimes not the same as other people. But, we're all
Okay.
different.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with me.
Oh, wait. We will be seeing Tron.
We ain't doing it. Look.
Yes, we will. Because I love Evan Peters.
Are
You know that he was in it.
Should we watch the other two?
No?
Yeah.
I watched the.
Yeah, long time ago.
I don't think I finished it. But we're going to see it because I love Evan Peters. So be ready. I think it comes out in October.
Patent crypto currency. Anyway, well, we out. Have a good one. I'm Cincinnati Man. We'll get better at reading the stories. This is like we haven't done this in a long time. Where we actually we tried it, but we always end up like, nah, let's just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
All the costumes will get noticeable improvements in the next thing you'll see.
Yeah, they
on
always do.
Because
The first one's
guy's
always
costume was bulky.
who?
Sorry,
Yeah,
Green Lantern. It was bulky. So was Mr. Terrific suit looked excellent.
Yeah, I like this jacket.
I'm gonna say it as politely as I can. Y'all got to get Hawk Girl suit together. It was really baggy. It was weird looking. In certain, like when she was at the hall, it wasn't. I'm not saying like this. It's gonna sound like I'm saying like this, but I'm saying it could have been better form fitting. It was almost like baggy pants for her. But and I had a concern. I was concerned because the tagline has always been truth, justice, and the American way. That's how it was. But I think two things. Maybe James Gunn can answer this. Maybe he has, because he said like there's some tropes he's not gonna do. Like he said, I've seen little quotes here and there. Like he said, there's things in comics he will not do because everybody's already seen it. You're not gonna show Bruce Wayne's parents die.
Thank you.
He's like, we've already seen it. You ain't gonna see Superman as a baby in a rocket ship. We've already done it. Oh, stop. You gotta talk. They can't see you.
I don't have a problem with that one.
And he said, you're not going to see Peter. This ain't got nothing to do with DC, but he's like, you're not going to see Peter. I don't want to see Peter bit by a spider. He's like, we're in this world. You know what I mean? And I'm saying, why am I saying that? I'm saying all that because he left.
Because the tagline, you were concerned.
Oh, I was concerned about that.
I'm glad it was gone.
It didn't bother me because it's known he's an American superhero. He is. He saves the world, but he lives in America. I feel like that's the reason why he left it. He's like, everybody already knows it. It's like a thing that everybody knows. And this thing about people be like, yeah, they're gonna be proud of it. Maybe the only thing I'm gonna say is this: It wouldn't bother me if somebody was Captain China or Captain Russia. Hey, you proud from where you're from? It is what it is. I'm like, in that case, we need to get rid of the Olympics.
I just feel like that tagline doesn't reflect anymore. Sorry.
Yeah,
Because
I forgot. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What is the American way? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. You know something? I can't wait when we do this 5 years from now. You'll say the same thing. I'm like, damn, like, is it ever? Somebody like, it was never. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
10 years from now. Well, I don't think it. You like, come on, like, look.
It's been like that for how many years?
Hey.
I think over 200 some years.
See, look, see, no hope, just all darkness. No hope, just all darkness. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. Have hope in your life. Also reflect on your life, and really evaluate it, because sometimes people can be a bit hyperbolic, but we're not. I tell you, I gotta watch you. I forgot who I'm talking to.
What?
You always throw your little slights in. That's it, man. Where my
Never.
look, where my Apollo? You ever see Rocky? Never mind. There was
the one with the robot. What was that? Rocky 4?
Is that when he was still with Apollo? You don't remember?
I don't know.
Never mind. There was this joke. It was an American flag joke.
Sure, anyway. I seen the first one.
We're not going. Okay, y'all have a good one. I'm cutting you off. Sorry. You cut off because you almost look. Wait, look. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Please check out the channel. I watch movies, I review, give my reactions to movies, television, music. I'm about to start getting back to music. There's some crazy stuff I'm about to start listening to that I normally wouldn't listen to. But I'm like, F it, let's try it. And give my reactions of various different things. So take care and have a good one. Bye.
Bye.